Hi guys, it's Jen here doing a Project Life process video. I apologize that this is going to be a very strange video because the main clip of me doing all the work on this layout was corrupted and it would not upload. We tried a whole bunch of different ways of getting this to work and it just simply would not. So all I have for you today is the video of me just picking the background and the cards, etc. for this layout. And then I always do an individual card show, so I'm gonna just try to slow that way down and just talk you through what I did, and hopefully that will work. So this is the week of July the 27th to August the 2nd, and this week was kind of a half week, and so I've kind of put one half of the week on the left side was my husband and I at home by ourselves because our kids were with their grandparents, and then the other side of the layout was the basically the Saturday and the Sunday that the grandparents brought them back, and then it was our older son's 13th birthday. So that is how what I used for this, and then also because of the fact that it was his birthday, there's also a couple layouts to go with that. So I've just put some sort of highlight in place because I knew that I was going to do that. So here is me starting out this layout. So I started out not having that division the way that it ends up working out. So that top one right there, that pizza one's going to end up in the bottom corner. And I'm using the 6x6 pad. I believe this is the Baxter collection. It came in a Project Life kit, and I struggled with this a whole lot. And these cards themselves are from a Citrus Twist kit. The papers don't match very well. I don't know why. Some of them have green in them and some of them don't. Some have blue and some don't. And I don't know, it's like even the colors don't really match very well. So I really struggled trying to balance this layout out because it's like that one in the bottom right there, it doesn't match anything else in the collection really. Like you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure why that was the way it was, but I was looking at it and I just felt like this is just not working for me. So what I ended up doing is pulling in a couple more neutral ones for the top right and the bottom left, and using it that way, and then using some of the cards in the middle to pull in some colors. I'd really wanted to pull in green because that's my son's favorite color, and so I'm going to do that in a slightly different way. So here's the cards. This is really weird. I have it like way slowed down. I'm so sorry. It looks so funky. Basically, I just mounted the picture on a 3x4 card. I just drew a line around it to define it, added the date and some washi tape. This is going to be really weird. For this one here, I used a tag. I used a cut apart and some alphas to spell out "Just Another Day in Paradise." And then I used some little glittery plus signs on there as an accent. And that little tag was pre-printed. And that's my husband out kayaking with his dad. These two here are from my son's birthday. So funny. The one is the homemade pizza that he asked for his birthday dinner, and the other is a photo of these 13 little presents I had wrapped up for him because he'd already gotten his main present, and so those were just kind of fun ones. There's like Pringles and chocolate and a book and things like that in there. And I used the cards mainly, and then I also used some cut aparts from Ellie's studio, and those cards were in a Citrus Twist kit. This bottom one here, I used another 3x4 card on it, just tilted, and then I used a number of different alpha stickers to spell out "Happy 13 to you." I used more of those glittery plus signs and some puffy stickers from Pick Fresh Studio. And that was an impromptu hug that my younger son gave my older son. So I was super glad I had my camera in my hand, or my phone, right? Because that's what most of us use now for our camera. So one of these is just journaling, explaining the two different sides of the week, and then the other photo is us going out for lunch together at the public market at a really good curry place. And again, I use those Ellie Studio cut apart labels that are all about different food things, and a phrase sticker and a puffy sticker. Tried to keep my embellishing fairly minimal this week. Just because I didn't really feel like it needed a whole lot, and there's lots of photos. And then this is a pizza place that we found here. This is their wood burning oven. It is indeed 900 degrees, so it takes very little time for them to cook the pizza. It was delicious, and we may or may not have actually gone there 3 times in the 5 days we were home by ourselves. It was that good, yes. So there's me saying goodbye. I'm going to have the close-up for you again. Hopefully next week this will work out much better, and I'm up on the Crafty Maven Getaway on Tuesday with another Project Life layout, so you can check that one out as well. Bye now.